I want you to note that all the letters you have learned the joining so far are known as the connective consonants. That is, these letters are the letters that the letters before them can be joined to them, and they can also join to the letters after them. But there are some 6 letters which are called the non-connective consonants. These are the letters that the letters before them can join to them, but they cannot join to the letters after them. What are these letters? These are dal, dal, ra, zai, and waw. Again, alif, dal, dal, ra, zai, and waw. Once again, these are the 6 letters that letters before them can join to them, but they cannot join to the letters after them. Now let me give you an example. This is mim and this is alif. So the mim is joined to the alif. Mim is a connective consonant. Then alif is a non-connective consonant. So in essence, this alif, because it's a non-connective consonant, it cannot join to the next letter. For instance, you have ba ye. So you cannot join this alif to ba like this, because it's a non-connective letter. You cannot join it to ba. Rather, the alif will be on its own because it's a non-connective consonant. Let's look at another example. This is qaf and this is dal. Dal, as a non-connective consonant, you cannot join it. Let's assume that this is waw. Let's use this waw for instance. This is qaf, this is dal, this is waw. Dal, as a non-connective consonant, it cannot be joined to waw. This dal cannot be joined to waw. So it will form another thing. So rather, the dal will be on its own because it's a non-connective consonant. Now, let's look at how the non-connective letters or consonants are written among the joined letters. Let's start with alif. You have known alif when it is independent. Coming to the initial position, you still have your alif. As a non-connective consonant, it cannot join to another letter. Rather, it will stand on its own at the beginning of joining. Coming to the medial position, you have your alif like this. This is a connector connecting to the alif, and you have your alif. Remember that alif cannot join because it's not connective. It cannot join to the letter following it. So that's how it will look like. Then coming to the final position, you still have the same thing. This is a connector. You have your alif. So at the end of the joining, let's look at dal. Dal, letter dal, when it's independent, as you have known it. Coming to the beginning of joining, you have your dal on its own. it cannot connect to the letter following it because it's a non-connective consonant. Then this is it at the middle. This is a connector connecting to it. As I've explained earlier on, that a letter can connect to the non-connective consonant, but it cannot connect to the letter following it. So this is a connector connecting to it. Then you have your dal. Then the following word, the word following it will be here. The dal cannot join to it. Then at the end, you have the same thing. This is a connector, and then you have your dal at the end. This is a connector connecting to it. Coming to dal. Dal, as you have known it, that is dal when it is independent. Coming to the beginning, you have it like this. Yes, it cannot join to the letter following it because it's a non-connective consonant. Then coming to the medial position, in the middle, you have a connector connecting to the dal. Then you have your dal in the middle. Then the letter following it the dal cannot join to the letter following it because it's a non-connective consonant. Then letter ra, when it is independent, coming to the beginning of joining, you have your ra. It can join to the letter following it because it's a non-connective letter. Coming to the medial position, this is ra. It's a connector connecting to it, and you have your ra. The letter following it cannot be joined to it because it's a non-connective consonant. Then you also have this kind of ra. We call it stylish ra. Stylish ra. Stylish ra. You can also have that kind of ra. In the middle, coming to the end, you still have the same thing. This is a connector connecting. You have your ra. You can also have the stylish ra at the end. You have a connector connecting to it, then you have your stylish ra at the end of joining. The next letter is xi. Xi. This xi, when it is independent, at the beginning of joining, you have your xi. The letter following it in the word cannot be joined to it because it's a non-connective letter. Coming to the middle, you have a connector connecting to the xi. This is the xi in the middle. The letter after it cannot be joined to it because it's a non-connective consonant. You can also have the stylish xi, just like the ra too, just like the stylish ra. You can also have the stylish xi in the middle of joining. This is a connector, and you have your stylish xi. Then coming to the end, this is a connector. You have your xi at the end. Then you can also have the stylish xi too at the end of joining. Now coming to wow, letter wow, when it is independent, that is it. Coming to the beginning of joining, you have your wow like this. So it cannot, the letter after it in the word cannot be joined to it because it's a non-connective consonant. Then coming to the middle, this is a connector connecting to the wow, and you have the wow in the middle. The letter after it cannot be joined to it because it's a non-connective consonant. That's how it looks like in the middle. Then coming to the end, the final position, it's still the same thing. You have a connector connecting to the wow. Then you have your wow at the end.